Hi guys, hi Jess. Mr. Gill basically asked me to share my experience of society and culture with you guys, as I just did it now for year 11 and 12. So here I just decided that I'm gonna write five tips and five tips that I would have liked to be given before starting society and culture or during society and culture. That would have just really helped me throughout my course. Um, these I decided to give you guys a bit the first term so that you could really start the subject, get to know the subject a bit, and then really use these tips in the future. So the first tip is to be unique and creative. Society and culture is really a subject that you can do whatever you want in many times. Like with your PIP, you study whatever you want. You choose your topic, you choose how you research it, you choose how you evaluate it. It's really a subject that you do what you want. And that's not the only place. There's countless projects where you choose your own topic. You do a semi practice paper, or you did practice research in year 11, that you choose your own topic. I think I did something on religion or God. I can't even remember now. But it's you can use so many different programs for projects. I'm using this program now, Screencast-O-Matic. Mr. Gill showed it to me. I used it for three or four different projects like that. I just upload it on YouTube and give it to him. And it's such an amazing subject because it's really something that you can make what you want out of it. You can be as unique as you want, you can be as creative as you want, and I really suggest that you guys do that. My next tip is to really do your own research. So this goes beyond the classroom. Really going home, searching more up about it. I remember we did Japan and we did Amish in we studied Japan and Amish society in year 11, and I remember going home and just going home, just going on the computer and just researching Amish society, going on YouTube, just watching videos for fun. They were cool videos. I really enjoyed them, and just about the Amish society, learning those little facts that would take you over the edge. If you're getting 10 out of 15 for a long response and you add in 3 or 4 more facts per paragraph, or two more facts per paragraph, that's really gonna add marks to your final exam. And especially in society and culture, it's a very low marked exam. There's very few marks in it, and so losing 1 or 2 marks really affects your overall mark of the subject. So you really need to just get the extra 2 marks per questions. So that can really be found by getting those extra facts in and backing them up and showing how this is caused. So yeah, doing your own research really helps because you can't really get that all in the classroom. My next tip is to really do practice papers and questions. I know it's really boring this. I sat down so many times and just what am I doing with my life? It's the last thing that I want to do right now is write another bloody practice question. But it really helped in the end. I remember for my trial for HSE, I did so many practice papers that I actually had already done 2 of the long responses. I'd already given to Mr. Gill and he'd already given me feedback on them, and that was my exam, so I knew exactly what to write about. Society as well, it's a subject where it's so you don't want to really go on about the information that you did in term 1. That's so boring. It's one of the most boring things you can do. I hated in term 4 looking back and be oh, I have to relearn all this stuff I learned in term 1. So just constantly doing practice papers, it's a much easier way to to jog your memory. It jogs the questions and it jogs your memory of what to write. Obviously still go through your notes, but doing practice papers for me, and practice questions, even not doing long responses, just doing short responses, multiple choice, it really helped me to build up my knowledge very quickly. My 4th tip is just to constantly work. As I said before, the worst thing in society and culture or any subject is to go back to term 1 and to when you're in term 4 and have to relearn the stuff. And especially in society and culture, you're gonna miss those little facts. It's not maths, it's not business, it's not one of those subjects where there's an answer and there's a clear answer. In society and culture, you can make up the answer however you want as long as you have facts. And that's how you have to build it. You have to build it through those little facts. They really push you over the edge. That's how you get those extra marks. That's how you get your mark better. That's how you push to that band 6 results where you ultimately want to be. So just constantly working throughout the year, constantly doing, as I said, doing practice papers and practice questions. I put some questions and papers in the last slide for you guys so you can get. I'll send the slideshow to Mr. Gill. But guys just need to constantly work, like all the time. Just start working and working and working, and just doing those practice papers all the time, so that your memory is just jogged all the time, and you're re-going over everything. So by the time you're getting to an exam, you don't even have to go over your notes. You're just doing more practice papers, and you'll know every question. You'll know every, like, no matter what happens in the exam, what question they give you, you're not going to be surprised, because that's the worst thing, when you open your book and you have no idea what to write about, and you're like, what the hell am I going to do right now? And that's where you don't do well. So yeah, just constantly work throughout the year, like society and culture, like really you need to work. My final tip is just do what interests you. Like, especially with your PIP, it's something that you have to research from the beginning of year 12, like from the term like 4 of like, yeah, this year, to like term 3 when you hand it in. Like, you really need to like research like it's something that you research the whole time, so you really need to do something that interests you. For me, I love sport. I really found it interesting, like, as you guys probably know, like, it's just like surrounding my life. Sport's always been something in my life, and I knew that I wanted to do something in sport, and that's why I got my topic. I did the perception of how the media affects gender perceptions and like gender roles, and like I did that through the medium of sport. So it was constantly surrounded. I interviewed a guy from Fox Sports. I like looked at old newspapers, sport newspapers, and like it was so interesting to me because it was something that I really loved and really enjoyed. And that's like, I highly recommend to you guys that you just have to do what interests you. Yeah, and it's like such a subject. It's like such a unique subject in that way, society and culture, and it's the beauty of society and culture that you can really do what you want, and it's not based on the syllabus. Like, they tell you, you choose the topic, and that's what you do, and that's it. So yeah, really do what interests you, because you really don't want to get bored in your PIP, because that's also where you're going to lose marks. Anyway, guys, this is like near the end. Please don't hesitate to contact me for anything. I've just seen I cut out the link to the practice papers, but I'll send the PowerPoint to Mr. Gill anyway, so you can get them. Don't hesitate to contact me for anything. Sorry. There's my Facebook. There's my email. I attached some practice papers. I literally I did a take, and I was like, oh, I should add some practice papers. I exited the tape, and I searched on Google Year 11 Society and Culture practice papers, and these were the first 2 like links. So it's so easy to get. Like, there are so many out there. I'm sure Mr. Gill can give you hundreds of practice papers from old years. I actually have another tip on my head. Use Mr. Gill. Mr. Gill, I honestly, he knows, like, I tell this all the time. He is the best teacher the school has. He is the most amazing teacher, the most amazing person. I love him so much. And he, like, just use him as a resource as well. He knows so much. He knows the subject inside out. Like, he really, like, I don't know how many countless lunches I spent with him. I'd just go into his office. Obviously, I asked first, and I'd spend from the beginning to the end of lunch, like, going through my PIP, going through practice questions with him, and he was always there to help me. So really use him as a resource to all of you guys. Anyway, yeah, as I said before, don't hesitate to contact me for literally anything. I have notes on Google Docs, so like, if you want to just send me your email on Facebook, I'll add you to the Google Doc, but like, no problem. And yeah, good luck, guys. And yeah, like, you guys are so lucky. I wish I was in your place, like, learning society and culture again. It was really my favorite subject. It's the most amazing subject. I recommend it to anyone. And you guys are so lucky. I still use it now, like, talking to people. It's just something that, like, changed my life. I was having a debate with a girl from Melbourne about nature versus nurture, which I don't know if you've learned about, but you'll learn about it soon. And, like, that's something I learned, society and culture. And it just, like, makes you into a much more, like, intellectual person, where you can have those deeper conversations with people. Even, like, I'm in Israel now, and like, one of the biggest topics on my program, it's free will. And without citing society and culture, like, I would never be able to talk about free will, and I wouldn't be able to understand other people's arguments. And it's just changed the way I think about things. So you guys are so lucky. You're in the best position. I wish I was relearning everything right now, because it's the most amazing subject, and you really have the most amazing teacher. So yeah, good luck, guys. And as I said, like, don't hesitate to contact me really about anything. I've got my phone on me, so don't worry if I'm in Israel. Like, I'm easily available. Anyway, see you guys soon. Bye, Jess.